everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect. 101. Ooh.
Hi, everybody.
Jason over here and Mike down here, and we will be right back after this intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Bearded Respect.
And Jason
Mike-
has awarded me the special privilege of highlighting our hellos. So first we have E-Rock.
Hey, Rock.
AE.
And
Hey, brother.
Aldemir, a close second.
No way.
JP, what's up?
Hey, JP.
And we got Devo from Nova Scotia.
Hello.
Hey, Devin.
Jacked Up from Michigan, I believe.
Hey, Jacob.
Hey,
Guns and Beards from Texas.
Hey, Tim. Thanks, buddy.
Hello.
And we have Miss Bruce City from
Thank
Milwaukee.
you, Becky.
I hope she's from Milwaukee.
Hello, Becky.
Uh-oh. My scroller's not working. What are you doing in this situation, Jason?
Usually
All right,
it works.
We got Warren.
Hello there.
Thanks for
Hey,
coming
Warren.
by, Warren. Warren, I'm wondering, are you from Wisconsin? He's a Packer fan, so I was just curious about that. And we got True North.
Hey, Chris.
True North Beard
Hello?
Corp from Maine, and Jason's pretty close to True North right now. Oh, we got me.
No way.
Yeah. And B-Cause from Florida. What's up, B-Cause?
Hey, because.
We got the Weatherbeard crew from Tennessee.
Hey, Corey.
Hello.
And Dynamite from Kansas, I believe, or Missouri. One of the two. I can't remember.
Hello there, children.
I think it's Topeka, Kansas, if I remember correctly.
Hey, Dynamite.
And then we have MC from Texas.
Hey, Mimi.
And Facebook user. We don't know who it is. But hello. Thanks for
Hello there,
coming by.
children.
We got Ellie from Colorado.
Hello, neighbor.
Hey, Ellie.
And TV, I can't remember, but I think it's East Coast somewhere.
Hello.
Maryland.
Hello.
Maryland area, maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Hey, Facebook user from Moncton. I bet that's Kemp, Jonathan Kemp.
Cool.
And TNBC is gonna hopefully meet up with Jason tomorrow.
I don't have friends. I got fans.
Warren, he's not from Wisconsin. He's from Oregon. All right.
But he's a
That's
Packer fan. That's all that matters.
Yes. We're everywhere. I'm not from Wisconsin either. I'm a Packer fan, so.
Here.
Go, Pack, go!
Thanks, Dynamite. Appreciate it. Oh man, JP.
I got my phone sitting on top of the printer copier thing, so I hope nobody needs one. I'm down in the office area of the hotel.
Beard Zone, what's up, man? I think Beard Zone's from Tennessee.
Hello there.
Could be mistaken.
Pretty sure.
And Dynamite, he is from Kansas City, Kansas. Which
You're
I
not
didn't
that
even know
guy,
there
Doug.
was a Kansas
You're
City.
not that guy.
True North's got a lot of orders to process. He had that buy one, get one, I think. That was probably pretty popular.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're.
Oh, we got Jeffrey from Indiana. Thanks for coming by on Facebook.
Yes.
Ken from Maui. Get the dude behind you on stream, Jason.
Yeah, I think he's the van driver because I heard the guy at the counter tell him that there was 4 to pick up at the airport.
Oh, Massachusetts TV. Yep.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that now. You're a New Englander.
We'll be down.
Hello, neighbor.
We'll be heading that way when we leave here.
Kemp is from PEI. Yep. Yep. And I think we might be caught up. Nice.
So before we get our guest on, could we take care of something real quick?
Yeah, let's take care of it.
Not to, I don't want to take away from Kevin, but
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 'cause you're awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday!
Nice.
Thanks, everybody.
well, it's not often we actually get a birthday on the day we're doing the show.
True, true.
Wasn't your birthday, Scott, on a Thursday?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Jason, how old are you today?
54.
Again?
Again,
Were you 54 last year?
he's
No, I was 53 last year. No, I'll go to 55. I'll be the double nickel just for Anthony. But yeah, I'll do the double nickel and then I'll stay there.
Okay.
I get to
Thanks,
see him tomorrow.
Devin. Thanks, Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Thanks,
everyone's
Devin.
saying happy birthday in the chat. Thank you, guys. Awesome.
Thanks, TV. Yeah, Tara, that was my birthday wish, was to meet you guys. Thanks, Phil.
Thanks for coming in, Phil. All right.
Thanks, Jacob.
Tonight we got a special guest, Kevin from Educated Beards. And
Thank
we
you,
also have
Warren.
a special code that you guys can use during the show. Kevin wanted to bring in the 2024 new year and give you 24% off all the products on Educated Beards tonight. Use the code RESPECT24. And here's Kevin. What's up, man?
Hey, man.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks for having me. Jason, happy birthday. You're
Thank
traveling
you,
on your
Kevin.
birthday?
Yeah.
Stuck in a hotel?
Yep.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. Thanks for having me, you guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So where are you right now?
I'm in Quebec right now. I'm in Shawinigan, Quebec. Yeah. It's hometown for me. Just got here today, actually, and we'll be spending family time for the New Year's and then heading back to HQ in Fredericton.
So cool. Spend time with the family over the holidays.
Yeah, it's really good. I haven't had the privilege to meet my sister's newborn, so really excited now. He's 3 months old. And,
Oh, nice. Okay.
I got to hang out with him today a little bit, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, it's been awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
So one of the things that because I'm pretty sure he ordered a sample pack from Educated Beards. I'm pretty sure, maybe a couple months ago, but he should share his thoughts. But I know True North has had Educated Beards before, and you guys are actually kind of close. True North's in Maine. You guys are in New Brunswick and just across the border there.
What part of Maine? Do you know?
Madison.
Yeah, Madison, Maine.
I thought it was Augusta,
I don't know.
near Augusta.
I don't know. My packages say Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in so funny. I was in Maine last week. I went to the funeral. Well, it was on yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
story. So I went to the funeral, and my buddy's like, "Hey, you want to meet at McDonald's?" So I put McDonald's in my GPS, and I'm not really paying attention where I'm going. So I'm like flying down the street, like come around a curve, and then it's the border, and I couldn't turn around because it was going to be like red flag. So I drive into the border. I'm like, actually, I just want to turn around. The border patrol guy was like, take your sunglasses off. I was like, I don't have any IDs, man. Can I just turn around? I want to get back to Canada. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. And he's like,
Oh man.
okay, what's your name? I was like, okay, I do have some IDs. Here you go. So I gave him like my ex-military IDs. It was just hilarious. I was like, hey pal, can you get me back into Canada? He's like, where do you live? I was like, in Canada. I want to go back there. He's like, oh, where do you live? I was like, okay, no more fucking around. Sorry. I was like, yeah. So it took like about 10 minutes for me to clear. And then he's like, you can go fuel. I was like, no, man, I just want to turn around. I'm not supposed to be here. I want to get back. And anyways, it's just a silly mistake. But I ended up in Maine for about 8 seconds and turned around. And yeah, not familiar with the area, obviously.
So strange how the Canadian border's so strict. Both
Yeah.
ways.
It used to be so easy, like
Oh yeah.
obviously pre-terrorist era.
Yeah.
It was like quite easy to get around, and people were super respectful, and it was great. But
Mhm.
now it's like 2 countries. Like it used to be like border used to be quite easy and open and quite nice actually, but now it's like I find going into the US a little bit more intimidating than into Canada. Canada, they're a little bit more easygoing and chill. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, he was not happy with me with my sunglasses, and like I had like a black suit with black tie and black shirt. He's like,
Right.
"You come from?" And like black shades, dude. Like, not happy with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you give him a military ID, so he probably thought you were there on a special ops or something.
Yeah. But it was my first encounter that I was like, I didn't even realize that I was like getting to the border. You know what I mean? So it was like I was off put fully. I was like not expecting to get into the U.S. and I was like trying to figure it out, and I was like in the surprise as much as in the shock getting to the border. And I was like, I just want to get back. I just want to get back on the other side. I didn't mean, if I would have turned around in front of you, like that would have been a super red flag, and then I would have been like,
Right.
chased down. That would have been,
Yeah.
been worse.
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna commit, but it was just like, yeah. Just not, and it was so funny where it was like really like in a curve, and it was like right there, boom. I was like, hi, where am I?
So Because really likes the samples, how they're presented, so that's cool. Yeah, and I just want to let you guys know, like this code 24%. If you get the maintenance kit, go ahead and look on Educated Beard's website for the maintenance kit. You get 3 products and save it, like, and it's a combo, so it's already marked down. So 24% on top of that. Plus, you're going to get free shipping. It's a huge deal. So 3 products that would cost you $99 is going to cost you like $60.
Yeah, and that maintenance kit's worth it. You get that nice wash.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah,
nice.
Wash, butter, and oil, and you're
Yeah.
set. You're set for months. But we got a new product on the market. Kevin, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we got a new scent collection that just came out this year, just released not too long ago. We haven't had a lot of time with the holidays. Like it was kind of a chaotic launch actually. Our glass supplier changed their glass size and they hadn't told us, so we ordered 2 pallets of glass, and turns out that the glass isn't the same size, so it's 18% bigger, which is great for everyone, like even for the venues. But it wasn't great for us because our labels were smaller and they weren't ID'd to be exactly what's inside. So we had to get new labels, new boxes. It was a hectic time. And then like the insert on our maintenance kits too, like everything that's fitted perfectly for the size of the jar. The jar is a little bit bigger, obviously 18% bigger. So nothing fit in nothing. So it was just a chaotic launch. So we had to sort that out as we were launching it, and it was getting closer and closer to the holidays, and we supply like a ton of shops. So they all wanted in. No one's got it. Like we haven't told our retailers that we have this. They called pissed because like some people are posting about it, that they've received it, which is great. So I'm a massive whiskey fan. Just huge into Scotch, and I love my peaty Scotch. I really wanted to do something that's like organic and natural, 100% natural with that. That I was like, hey, we need to go get that scent. That's going to be like earthy. That's going to smell like dirt, and that's going to smell like the peat and the smoke and complexity of a peaty whiskey. So we've been working on this for a while, and then we were able to do like quite a lot of teasers with a bunch of people just throwing the bottle at them with no labels and no nothing, which was kind of neat because everyone had a different opinion about the scent, and you can really, it was kind of a really cool study to do, not a study, but just to like understand how you can influence people by having a label, because they read it and then they associate something to that. So you can really influence how people perceive the scent from what they're going to be reading, which is kind of interesting. So we didn't want any labels, and we were throwing it at people, and everyone had different opinions and different scents and different profiles. And then it was really cool. But like the name Smoke and Moss is literally, it smells like smoke and it smells like moss. It smells like wet dirt, like petrichor, which a lot of explanations from the videos that came out, like people were really digging into the vocabulary and being able to express the scent. I thought that was my favorite. That was my favorite part of the whole process, was really getting people to explain what they were smelling and where it was bringing them to. It was really cool, which yeah, super excited. We launched it in the shave line, so we have our shave soap in it, which that is a hectic product for us to manufacture. It takes us about 5 to 6 weeks to cure, so we need to like store it aside and let it rest, which just takes up a lot of warehousing space and like the lot numbers and tracking of all that, which is it just yeah, it just takes up a lot of space within everything else that's running with that. So running new products and launching new products and landing pages, and everyone that runs a company knows there's quite a lot that goes behind a launch and getting it hyped up and excited for, which is kind of awesome. And I'm really all about it. It's really fun. It's my favorite scent to date that we've ever done. We've definitely killed it. Like, I think a lot of people are smelling it, they're like, whoa, it was complete opposite of everything else that we've, not opposite, but it definitely needed to come the full circle within the spectrum of the scents. Like, we have the citrus that's sweet and nice and controlled, and then you have peppermint cedarwood, which is clean, crisp. We have an unscented, which obviously doesn't have any scents, and then the balsam eclipse is more in the trees, smells like nature, very fresh with the French lavender in there. And then we have the smoke and moss, which comes into the earthiness of everything, and the petrichor, which I really enjoy the whiskey approach of that. And it's kind of funny because a long time ago, Mike was like, "Hey, we should bring on some patchouli in here," and I was like, "Oh, I don't like patchouli. I really don't like patchouli on its own, but the patchouli that we got smells very unique compared to, we've tried a lot of different patchoulis, but a lot of scents and a lot of collections and cologne and everything. The base is patchouli because you can build it out any direction. You have quite a lot of control over where it's heading, and there's so many different patchoulis out there, from like super cheap fragrant ones that they smell like I don't mean the hippie patchouli, but we all know what that means, kind of that kind of scent. And there's some that are more extensive and very, I was like, man, this is really interesting. And where we went with it, with the coffee into it, like the roasted coffee essential oil, which brings out the smoke into there, and the vetiver. And again, we went back into why we scent things. It's not just about the scent, it's really about what it does as a purpose. So we went back to that, like Alicia being a holistic nutritionist and holistic science background. She does a lot of the research, how it's extracted, how it's pulled, where it's coming from, and the sustainability of it, which is kind of really cool. So yeah, we definitely stoked about this one. Like, a lot of people are like, yes, that's it. And it's neat because it's the one that's the scent retains the longest, like leave-in beard. It just like it holds on quite longer, which is nice, but it's not overpowering because I just don't like overpowering things. But yeah, really excited about this. And it was a long process. Like, we had a lot of people involved into testing it and smelling it, and then tweaking it a little bit and tweaking it. But it's been in the works, and we're super excited that it's launching. We have some really cool creatives coming out in the new year within that, and we're going to be shooting a lot of new content. But yeah, it's been really well received. So yeah, super excited.
That's cool.
Yeah, and you talk about the scent, like how long it lasts. Definitely this one lasts the longest, but I mean, I personally think all the scents do last throughout the day, which is pretty unique, or I guess creative, on how you make these oils of just essential oils and no fragrance, no fragrance oils at all. What is it about like fragrance using a scent. Why is that important to you?
Yeah. So with fragrance oil, like anything, so basically okay, I'm gonna back it up. So how we got started with Educated Beards was really when Alicia told me that 60 to 70% of anything you apply to your skin gets absorbed into your body. Like that number was so big to me. Like I read labels on what I put inside my body, but I never read what was on my body, which man, 60 to 70% is a huge amount of stuff. And what was really mind-blowing and mind-boggling to me was the second product I bought, because we weren't making our products at that point, had the word organic on it, like in quite big. And I brought it home, and Alicia was like, "This is worse than the first product you bought, you idiot." And it was absolutely. I was like, "Well, it's organic." She's like, "No, in Canada," and I don't know if the U.S. is the same, but in Canada, if a product contains 5% of organic, it's considered an organic product. 5%.
Wow.
Like that's absolutely. How can that exist? Like, why aren't we setting the goal higher? Like, why aren't we setting the limit to at least 70% or at least 60%? Like the grades you pass in school with, at least, right? Or
Yeah.
shouldn't it be at least like higher than the middle? Like it should. Yeah, that's me. But so that was like where Alicia's background that made me realize really that I should consider what ingredients are inside everything that I use, not just what I put inside my body. So that's why we went with organic essential oils that are sustainable, just because it's important. Like I just don't understand why some companies out there, like the bigger guys, I should say, like the more big mainstream things, are killing their audience. Like they're giving them cancers of some sorts, or you know what I mean? Like they're I just don't understand why these chemicals that are like proven into Europe to be super toxics and super toxins and have an impact on the human body, why are we allowing that inside products that we use on a daily basis, which is kind of crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have to pay for the right to put organic in? Yes and no. It's a quite complex question. So with Educated Beards, we have EcoCert and Cosmos Organic certification. So that's the highest skincare standard certification in the world, which is European standard. So we wanted to make sure you're allowed to write certified organic ingredients if they come from certified organic sources. But in order to be approved, they need to be basically vouched by a third body, like a third party that says, yes, this is true, and this is true. So there is price that you have to pay in order to get that put on and to get that process done. So yeah, there's a cost to it, but if you're using organic ingredients in the first place, you can write on it, I believe. We always had certified organic ingredients. We couldn't have a governing body saying that it is certified by whom and what. So that's where we went the extra step. And they look at not just the ingredients that you use, they look at your cleaning products in your facility. They look at everything, your packaging, your glass supplier, your bottle suppliers, and they look at completely everything. They gut your company apart. And it's quite a process, but I think it's important. I wish more companies would get onto that, and it would just show more transparency with the end user, because we're doing it for us, but we're doing it for the end user. Like we want to be transparent for everyone to be like, you know what? Let's change the game. Let's challenge this. Let's challenge this new status quo. Like, why are we allowing this shitty ingredient that we can't even pronounce that is really causing a bunch of issues allowed in our bodies and into our streams of water and young people. Like the list is absolutely insane. Like my favorite app that I'm currently using, Mike knows exactly where I'm going with that. It's called Yucca. Y Yankee Uniform Kilo Alpha, and it's a free app, and you just scan barcodes onto food that you eat or cosmetics or anything that you're basically going through the grocery store, and you scan the barcode, and it gives you a rating from 0 to 100. 0 meaning it's terrible, to 100 meaning it's absolutely amazing, and like Educated Beard scores all in the high 90s onto everything. Like some stuff is 100 out of 100, which is phenomenal. But we need to put the effort into it for making that happen. And I encourage people to shop with that. Just everything that you use on a daily basis. Mike got really, really mad at me at a moment when I introduced him to that. I remember the day. You got so
Yeah,
mad.
man. I was like, I'm scanning everything, and I was spending a lot of time in the grocery store.
I think your wife actually texted me angrily. She's
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
It's definitely a good tool to have. It's definitely changed our diet for the better.
It's pretty cool. Like you scan something that you use on a daily basis,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it scores for, and
Yeah.
it recommends what you should be taking instead. Which, for me, like I don't want to be scanning 800 things. I
Right.
want to be like, okay, what do you recommend for this? Okay, then they don't give you like all the 3 best options. They give you like a medium, good, and a better. Yeah, it's a pretty cool app. I think they're out of Montreal, actually, the app makers, which don't quote me on that, but I think they are out of Montreal.
That is correct, Russ. Yucca. Yep,
I believe it's free.
it is.
Yeah, it is free. Yeah.
Yep.
In French, we say yucca. So it's like yucca, yuck. Like, like that's the name of it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool app that I enjoy, and even for food. Like some food I thought I was eating like healthy, and again, why is it so complicated to read a label and be like, okay, this is actually good for me, and it's scoring like a 60, and I'm like, oh, okay, and it's kind of cool because it tells you like what ingredient is
Mhm.
actually bad and why it's bad for you.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they even source like papers that are like, okay, this is scientifically proved, and there's a bunch of research on this and why it's doing that, and like it's great. I think there should be more like that. Like imagine going to a restaurant and scanning menus like this. Man, we couldn't eat out. We couldn't eat out anymore. Like it'd be horrible. I enjoy and I crave terrible food, but
Right.
in moderation. I think it's okay. It's necessary, but I think in moderation. Obviously, poutine is not that great, but in terms of diets, but it's an amazing food.
No, Mike pointed that app out to us, and we were trying to scan American beard products, and we couldn't find any that would really scan and give us
Really?
any information.
Interesting. I think if the company submits like their data to them, they update it, and then they have. I don't know if it's a tech that actually reviews all the stuff, but I think that'd be cool. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be
So Cremo is on there, and Wild Willies. Those are two
yeah.
American companies that are on there. But yeah, a lot of most of the small batch companies, they don't have barcodes, so that's one thing. And then the ones that do, I don't think they submit the information to Yucca. So
Yeah.
or it's not registered anywhere. Like it's not a registered product, even though they have a barcode.
Yeah, and getting a barcode like that's an ordeal. Like that's a hard thing to do. Like there's one governing body above everything. You can buy fake barcodes, but there's a fake way of doing it again. But there's a governing body over that, which is you don't know until you're in it. Like And then you got to learn. You just got to learn and dissect everything and be like, no, I don't want to get screwed by this thing. And so you just end up doing a lot of research, which is great. But at the same time, it should be like a little bit more standardized and be like, okay, you're starting a business, like you registered your business name, you registered your company. Okay, this is where you should get a barcode. This is where you should do this. This is what you should do. This. There should be like a kind of a checklist, and like getting people sorted to not waste so much time, because like the first probably 8 to 10 months, you're wasting a lot of time trying to do things properly, and you're trying to raise some money and like sell some stuff, and like it needs to be a business at the end of the day. So if you're wasting a lot of time on resources to find things, I don't know, I think it'd be kind of cool that there's a checklist of the first 10 things you need to have in business. Yeah,
You could write a book, Kevin.
oh no, I got no time for that.
So not only was
I'll put on my list.
on your list of things to do. So not only was Smoke and Moss a release this year, but the shave soap was this year as well. Like, how's the reception been for a beard company, Educated Beards, releasing a shave soap? Like, how's that?
Yeah, well, we didn't do it just out of thin air. We didn't just say, "Hey, let's go do some shave products." It was really requested by our barbershops that we supply, and it kept coming back and doing like, "Hey, can you guys do like?" Because the beard industry is really it's really a phenomenon that's amazing. Like, all together, we're changing the industry, we're changing the status quo, we're allowing better ingredients into our body. People are more conscious about what they're deciding to use and who they're using, and it's really neat to see. I think it's so much more advanced than any other products out there, and the revolution is happening really well within that. We're making a lot of noise, so I'm loving it as an end user and as just a human. I'm loving that that's happening. But in the shave industry, the standards are still quite, and I'm not saying that artisans, like a lot of artisan soaps are doing the same thing. And for me, it was a very new thing to explore. But a lot of the stuff that's in barbershops has been there forever. And barbers want quality products that they can recommend to their people, and they're being more aware of, like, we're educating them, like all us beard companies are educating about ingredients into the beard products. And then they're asking, hey, what about my shave stuff? And I'm like, well, scan it with Yucca and tell me about it. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of a neat thing that they're requesting something better for themselves, but also for the end user. And especially coming from the barbers, like, in moderation, products are okay. Like, even if they're full of chemicals, in moderation, sure. I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure it's okay. But barbers are using it like 10, 15, 20 times a day. And they got cuts in their fingers. They got hair splinters. They got everything. Like, they got open hands of letting all these chemicals seep in really, really easily. And you see more and more barbers wearing gloves that they have blisters, and they have just things that grow on their hands from the products that they're handling, which is kind of sad. So for them to want something that's on the natural side and the organic side of shave products, that's how it came to be. And we took our time. We really took our time. It was a new thing. Obviously, I don't shave personally. Well, I shave below the belt, so that's where I was able to test the products. And it was kind of crazy because it's never something that I've really realized or tend to pay an attention to, that I had quite a lot of razor bumps, and utilizing a product that's quality and that actually lathers properly and that protects and puts a protective barrier. I don't have any more razor bumps, which was like phenomenal for me. So I was like, man, how many more people are experiencing that? And they're experiencing it on their face. Like it's even worse. Like, so it was really, really interesting, to test that and then get such a nice reception, from the audience, like just getting, like testing with, and we've tested for a long time. We were sending stuff to like 15 barbershops at a time, give us feedback, and it was a long process. We tweak it, send it back, get us more info, get us more data, send it back, and we're super excited. Like tonight, the Sicilian Shaver released a video. He's got a YouTube on just like wet shaves, and he did a full review on one of our products on the bergamot and grapefruit shave soap, which like it's not our original product. It's not what we were built for. Like we were really built for beard care, and it was kind of stressful because he's super honest. He's brutally honest. He's direct. He's to the point, which is phenomenal. But being in that seat of not belonging into the shave artisan industry, being critiqued from someone that shaves every day, that was like phenomenal. Like it was really great, and the video was really good, and he said it was outstanding product. So for us, that gives us a pass. And like obviously we've heard from barbers, and full head shaves don't have to relather, it doesn't dry, which is for a lot of barbers is not even something I had considered, shaving my head, just having a lot of hair. But it's interesting that all these aspects get used with that one product. It's really fun, and it's a whole new market for us. It's a whole new education aspect, and we're very, 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 very excited about it. It's been doing extremely well.
And it's pretty cool. You're able to use the beard's oil scent and put it in the shave products, like matching it. So that's pretty cool. We did have a couple of questions I pinned that I didn't get to yet, but a couple people want to know. Well, MC wants to know, what's your best selling scents?
Bergamot and grapefruit takes the top. It takes the top. Even this Christmas season, it's been one of the most, and it's so interesting because like scent is a preference, personal preference, and again, you can influence people by saying, hey, this is your best, this is our best one, or this is my personal favorite, or you know, like what we were talking about labels earlier. Like that's a label on something big, and that's why like on our website we don't have reviews, we don't have bestsellers. Well, there's a bestseller section, but it's a mix mash of a bunch of stuff that does sell very well. It automatically puts it inside of there. It's not like we select what we put there.
All right.
And so without the reviews, you're not influencing people, and they can read about it. They can read what it smells like. And so we're very much about organically getting people to decide on their own, which I think is a really good way of approaching things. Like our new motto, or look, our new saying is I don't know if you guys seen it, face wisdom naturally. So it's really, I think that encompasses really what Educated Beards does. It's face wisdom naturally, which very excited about that.
Yeah, and it's funny. So because wanted to know what our favorite EV scent profile, I think he was asking all of us this question, and I can answer my favorite, and I've made it well known as the peppermint cedarwood, and probably the bergamot, probably my least favorite, but and that's it might be the best seller of Educated Beards, so that's pretty neat. But
Yeah, I'm on that page too. I'm peppermint cedarwood. No, I did have the bergamot grapefruit. I liked it,
mhm.
but I got to get the new stuff, so I got to try it.
Yeah,
I'll send you a gift, Jason, for your birthday.
Oh, you don't have to do that. I'll order.
Yeah. No, we got it. We got you.
No,
yeah,
I
it's
appreciate
Moss is
that.
probably my second favorite. But yeah, the Smoking Moss is so unique, and and like Kevin said, it's so much different than the other ones. But each one is different. Like it's a whole different category, the whole different corner of the scent wheel. Russ says, "Educate your face." That's what Educate Beards is all about.
Yeah, I personally like them all, but my vote would be for peppermint cedarwood.
Yeah.
See, it's my personal favorite too.
And that was their first scent, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was our first scent that we put out. Yeah. See, Balsam Eclipse.
Yeah.
And that is Balsam Eclipse is a good scent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good too. Yeah.
So Balsam Eclipse, I would think, is more Christmassy, like more of a Christmas scent, just because of the tree smell.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what it was. That's what it was intended for. Like 2-3 years ago, whenever we launched that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a holiday release for Christmas, and we literally had death threats of like bringing it back or like not shutting it down. So it stayed on, just from people being so angry at us. Like, just
that's right. I forgot it. It was supposed to be limited. So.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a limited edition, which I don't know. It just stayed alive there, and it's doing really, really well too.
Yeah,
yeah. It's just funny. Like you can influence people. Like right now, people are going to watch the show and they're going to be like, okay, I'm ordering peppermint cedarwood because the 4 people on the screen said 4 out of 4 peppermint cedarwood.
Right.
But in saying that, peppermint's not everyone's favorite.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, the bergamot grapefruit is more of a pleasant floral to me, but citrusy floral, pleasant smell. And yeah, I've heard a lot of people like that too, especially Canadians. I think it's just a Canadian scent.
But that's also why it's good to get the samples, because you can see what you like.
Yeah, so the samples on the website, I think you just pay for shipping. It's like $3-4, and you get samples of each scent.
We don't have Smoking Moss yet, though.
Not yet. Yeah,
that's the only thing. So with our with these little packets that we make, and they're not plastic, they're aluminum, and we always go up and beyond, obviously. So we went European standards of one-use units, which in Europe they're quite severe and quite they're quite severe on one-use items, on single-use items. So we need to order a minimum of 200 kilos. So we still have quite a lot from our first order of some of the scents. Yeah. Anyways, we're not going to order 200 kilos of Smoking Moss because I think that's like 13 million bags or something like that, maybe more. Yeah, it's like an insane amount of stuff. So hopefully it's coming out soon. We're trying to get that shortened, that MOQ, because it doesn't make any sense to get that much film. So yeah.
I will say one thing about the peppermint cedar wood, and I've said it before, and Kevin laughs at me, but it tingles. It has a nice tingly feeling. So if you're like Kevin and shave below the belt, put a little down there and see how that goes for you.
It's not like a tingle, like a jalapeno tingle.
No.
You're not having a reaction either. It's normal that you're having a tingle there.
Oh, emo.
Leave it to emo.
Yeah. What was the other question, Mike?
Oh, that was it. That
Ah.
was, the other one was answered already. It was about the labeling, organic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think
And-
I got
and-
everyone's question.
In recent years, I think I see more companies going with the organic, not using as many fragrance oils as in the past,
Mm-hmm.
using more essential oils.
Yeah. It's great to see that. I find that there's always something that smells weird about synthetics.
Mhm.
It's almost there, or it's like too sweet, or it's like
Mhm.
Mhm.
it just like hits your nostrils differently. It's like kind
Yeah.
of stimulates it. You know how like fake sugar, like not like synthetic sugars, or I don't know if they're synthetics, but like just those other sugars instead of like real sugar
All right.
tastes
Mhm.
real sugar, and the rest like it leaves like a weird aftertaste or anything. So it's kind of
Mhm.
it's kind of cool. Kind of cool that it does the same thing with the scents and the way
Yeah.
that you approach it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like more and more companies are using fragrances a lot smarter. Like they're not using it at high potency or at dangerous levels. But then there's also the factor of not knowing what's in a fragrance, like not knowing exactly what's in it because it doesn't have to be disclosed
That's right.
legally.
Yeah.
So if you want to stay safe, and a lot of more companies are making more beard oils with just essential oils, just to be on that side of safety too.
Yeah, and essential oils too. Like they're not the be all end all either. Like there's quite a lot of them that are still toxic to kids, pets, and those kind of things. So you just got to be careful with what they are. And there's also ratios that you have to respect.
Right.
Like, and you need to house them properly. You need to house them in glass container. Like take essential oil and put it in a plastic container. You'll see it melt. It's crazy. It's crazy how the leaching happens too from that, which is like you just got to do it all properly. If you're going to be using essential oils, you got to make sure you use glass containers. And yeah, it's really it gets expensive real fast versus like a plastic bottle, and then using fragrance oils, and fragrance oils usually leave less less volume to equal the same thing. But like Mike said, like, they don't need to disclose what's inside of it because fragrance is man-made, so they're protecting it, which is I understand why they're protecting it. They're not gonna divulge the information to another company that can remake it, obviously. So it kind of makes sense. But because it is a trademark secret, or it doesn't need to be very, I don't know, transparent. There's things that they can hide that even the end user doesn't know. Even like the product maker does not know. The beard product maker
Right.
orders vanilla, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what's inside of it. They know it's vanilla 9278 or whatever. I'm just making it up, but and they know this is always going to be that. Like that's what they're getting, which is phenomenal. It's great. They have no idea what it is, and how can they then relay that information to their clients, even if they mean the best that they can and they've done their research about the ingredient, if they don't know, and they can't know. Like we do white labeling for other companies, and they want fragrance oils and one of their stuff, and we were like, no, we can't do that because we can't have it in our factory because blah blah and we pivoted and we did everything organic and natural aspect on that. But it was just like crazy getting into that information that we were reading MSDS sheets on those products, and it was like aquatic has massive danger to aquatic life, has this, like the hazards list was like humongous. It was like permanent damage to aquatic life, and I was like, that's fucked up. Like, why are we using that? Why are we allowing this to be like utilized? And anyways, it was kind of like even more reinforcing to us to be like, yeah, I'm happy we're going the natural and organic way. And yeah, but there's still quite a lot of research that needs to be done on that end too, like the potency and where it's from, how it's extracted, how do they extract the oils. Yeah, it's kind of, that's not my ballpark at all. That's more Alicia's. Right.
Well, maybe you can answer this question. If you can, I understand. I think you can though. So Educate Beards is made with essential oils. So like if there's peppermint cedarwood, you have a peppermint essential oil and a cedarwood essential oil. What is the difference between essential oils that you use and essential fragrance oils? Okay, maybe
I don't know.
That's a question for Alicia.
Yeah, that's definitely an Alicia question.
Because I believe there is a difference. Like I think there.
Yeah.
Like I think essential oils are the natural, organic, and then there's essential fragrance oils that may be manipulating more.
Yeah, I it's definitely in the process of extraction. Yeah.
Got some Jerry Springer going on.
Huh? What?
Got some Jerry Springer going on.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, you can make a viral TikTok. Film that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know enough about it, Mike, to answer truthfully. But it's definitely something I can flag and get you back on there, Karen. Don't know.
She probably wants to use the printer.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it, but I can get you that answer, Mike, and you can answer it next week, maybe on with your other guests. Just so, yeah, just like the knowledge needs to be out there. It just needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyone else in the chat have questions? Or Jason, Scott? I gotta tell you about this flannel because let me highlight it because it's perfect for the smoke and moss scent because it is. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. There we go. It's like a smoke and moss color. This is the official flannel for Smoke and Moss Educate Beards.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So what's coming out for 2024?
Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff happening, a
Ooh.
lot of moving parts. Yeah. There's so obviously we shaved the guy. You guys seen the logo morph to shaving. So there's quite a lot of facelifting happening with the brand. We're not doing a rebrand, but we're just doing a facelift, which is going to be quite intensive for us. Just changing a lot of the stuff, which I'm very excited for. Which means merch is coming. We have a new collection of merch coming out. Jackets are coming back. So yeah, the EB Leatherman jackets are coming again. It's going to be again a small limit release. Last time was ambassadors only that got them. We might open it up to public. I just gotta ask all the ambassadors what they think. But we're going to be bringing a new model in, just with a new facelift of the logo. So super excited about that, which means probably a change of the website, which we're excited for. It's already been like 6 years on that website, so it's crazy how it flies. But it's time to refresh it a little bit. So we're super excited about that. But yeah, the merch is going to be really fun. Really fun drops. We're going to do like small limited drops of limited things that are going to be really cool that we've been working on. And then we're going to be focusing on just expansion. We're doing expansion through Europe and through the US, which is going to be really cool. Hopefully we can land a shipper in the US, so not ship from Canada, and it be faster to ship. Not that it takes much longer, but on our end it takes us a lot of time with the Kuzma and everything, just so you don't pay duties and you don't pay anything. It's just more paperwork on our end that we fill out every time in the US, which is fine. It's fine to do. We just want the end user to be really happy with everything. So we do take those extra steps, but if we'd have like a centralized location in the US that would ship from, I think that'd be a lot easier in terms of getting things across. But yeah, there might be some other products coming out that are not beard or shave related. They've been in the works for a little bit, but we don't know. We don't know if they're coming out, and I don't want to promise anything and say anything because I don't. You never know where things go one way to another. To bottles not being the same size anymore. So yeah, no, it's we're quite excited for this year coming into the year. We just finished mall pop-ups here. We've tested them all, and that was really fun. It was really fun to do something hyper local in our hometown and people not knowing that we're from there. That was super eye-opening. They all thought we were a US company just because Canada makes terrible things usually, I guess, from their eyeballs. They're like, nothing good happens out of here. That's impossible. So it was kind of interesting to see that. But overall, it did super fun. Like we had new displays that we've built, like Christmas tree displays, and it was like shelving. And that was really fun. A lot of people wanted to buy our Christmas tree like stands, and people just try to buy our displays all the time. Like our main booth, people try to buy it. I was in New York at one of the shows, and someone was like, "I'll give you 30 grand for this thing." I was like, "No, man, I need it. I'm going to another show after. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, go build your own." But yeah, they wanted to buy it from, like, it happens all the time, which is great. It's great for us.
Yeah.
It just, yeah, it's just funny that people just want to buy. They just want to buy props. They just want to buy things that are belonging in the booth that are part of it. And yeah, it's it's interesting. People are weird. People are fun. Like weird in a good.
Tells you they're impressed with what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's good. It's rewarding. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there was an Instagram post of you taking some of those shelves apart. I saw.
Yeah.
Man, it takes no time. Which the design of them, like our designer designed all of them. It was actually really fun to build and put together. Like I just built them all with the jigsaw, which, man, it's not easy cutting circles. It's really not easy cutting circles. But we kind of, not that we cheated, but instead of like just drawing our stuff, I just had 4 feet by 8 feet sheets of vinyl printed with our that were already traced, so it was like stuck to the plywood properly and it wouldn't move, so I was like able to maneuver quite easily. So yeah, that saved us a lot of time doing that, which was awesome because it didn't move, so I was able to like manipulate everything and get it done, which super happy with the turnout. It looked really, really cool, and I liked like the raw way. We didn't paint it or do anything more with it, so it turned out pretty good. Yeah, it's crazy how anything can be content. I was like shooting this and I was like, you know what, this is not gonna be great, it's not gonna turn out good, and I was like, it turned out okay. Like overall, it's like that is kind of interesting. It's so interesting how content just gets created from set up your camera and be uncomfortable with it. Yeah. But yeah, that's what and like the teardown was super easy. It slides into one another really, really easily, and it breaks down. So I was really happy with the concept of it and how it turned out and how it looks, because we were able to fit a lot of products on that. So
Yeah. Kind of impressive shelving.
yeah, like even some retailers asked us if they could buy some now. So like,
You're
man,
gonna have a whole nother company making displays.
There you go.
I'll put it on my list for the book I need to write about business.
Yeah, that could be like your 4th company making displays for other companies.
Yeah. No, it's fun because like you can push the creative sides of it, which I think is awesome. Like that's the cool thing about business is there's no rules or regulations. You just make them. Like you the way that you do things have an effect on how you'll be perceived and how you'll be viewed, and you're your own worst enemy basically, or your own judgment is like it's against you. It's like, okay, did we do well? Yes. Okay, it's because of me. Did we, well, not just me, but like it's because of our company. And did we not do well? Well, there's only like a couple of things that you can point out at. It's like, what do we do that wasn't great? Or what can we do that's better? And so it's kind of, we always challenge that on just our displays, our boxes, the way that people interact with the products when you're not around it to talk about it. How does that get perceived? How does that get viewed? How does that, yeah, it's crazy. Like we produce artifacts every single day that are going to be judged, and it's a scary thing to be up against on most days if you don't believe in your product and you're not doing the best that you can with it. So yeah.
What's up, Walter? Walter finally able to take a break now that Christmas has passed. He plays Santa. Yeah, a lot of Santas are on vacation, I imagine. Even you, Jason, right?
Yeah.
Jason got to play Santa the other day.
Unknowingly. Yeah,
You should
we
tell
went
that
out to
story.
eat at
Great.
we went out to eat at a hibachi restaurant, and soon as we got our table, I told my wife, I said, I got to go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom, there was an older lady waiting for me to come out because I did have my Santa hat on and a red shirt. And she says, my granddaughter over there thinks you're Santa Claus. Can you come over and talk to her? And she told me her name. So I went over and I talked to her, and she just stood there, sat there and looked at me bright eyed and just was like speechless. And I asked her if she was on the nice list or naughty list. And then before I let her answer, I said, don't worry, I already know you're on the nice list. But yeah, it was funny. Well, even today, when I was getting on the elevator, there was a mother and three boys getting off. And the youngest one, I didn't hear him, but Amanda said, yeah, as you were getting on, he said, hi, Santa. I started laughing.
Man, Santa Clauses at the malls get paid quite good, man. Like some malls hire Santa Claus because it's like free photos or free, and it just brings people into the mall. Like I've heard like they get paid like $5,000 for the month or something. It's like
No kidding.
that's insane. Well, obviously you got to deal with like crying kids sometimes want to take their photos, and you got to entertain them and get random snotty people, literally snotty people, sit on you and like wipe their faces on. So I don't know, man, if I could do it. Like I raise my hat to all the Santas out there because, man, other people's kids sometimes like that'd be a hard job to do.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's actually a Santa Union in Denver area that I learned about. And so like
Interesting.
There's turf. Like you can't go, like if you're part of this union, like you can only go in certain spots in the Denver area. You can't cross over. It's a pretty competitive market.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd probably be like Billy Bob Thornton. I'd be a bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Oh, Jason, you're too nice. You are BAMF, but you're not a bad Santa.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was a good movie though.
Yeah.
All right, for those in the chat, who's ready for a giveaway? This is for oil butter of the new scent, Smokin' Moss. I think we'll do trivia question. So let me put some dots in the chat. And this is for Smokin' Moss, beard oil, and butter. This is the 5th Educated Beard scent, I guess, or beard oil product. I'm counting unscented as a scent, so because it is a scent, it's unscented.
Technically,
it's an unscented scent. But the first person in the chat that can tell me the first Educated Beard scent. What came out as the first Educated Beard scent back in 2017? Was it 2017?
Yeah, 16, 17. Like
yeah. What's up, that Cajun?
Hey.
So first person that can answer that question, and Ken got it. He's the only one that answered the question.
Oh, you got another answer. But you actually said that earlier.
I know. I just wanted to see who was paying attention.
Yeah. And we got a few bergamot grapefruits too.
Yeah. All right, official Ken, we'll get Smoke and Moss sent out to you. Let us know how you like it. An
Yeah,
official
congrats.
He's in Maui.
Yeah, that'll be a trip.
So it'll take a couple weeks probably.
That's coast to coast.
Yeah. Yeah. Congrats, Ken. Bergamot Grapefruit was the second scent. And then Balsam Eclipse was the third.
Yeah.
And then Unscented was the fourth. And then Smoke and Moss was this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys who came later didn't hear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you could just probably throw out a guess.
True. It's not like when Copper Johns does that. Those scents aren't even available yet anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have questions or comments? You guys got anything coming up this week for New Year's? This weekend?
I'm gonna be on the road. I don't have no big plans. I usually never do anything on New Year's. Even when I was younger, I just decided that I felt there was too many other drunk drivers on the road. I didn't need to be out there. You know? So yeah, I always just stay home.
Tomorrow night, me and Becky are going to see Zach Wild's cover band, Zach Sabbath.
Mm.
And actually, Anthony from Lit's going to be there.
Okay, that's where I saw the post. It was Anthony that posted
Yep.
that. Yeah.
So we're going to go up to Green Bay and see that.
That's cool.
Tell you what, the last few years I haven't even been able to stay awake to watch the ball drop.
Well, it's easier for me because it drops at 10
Yeah.
p.m. here.
Yeah.
If I watch the New York ball.
Yeah, if you're watching New York.
Devo said he's going to drink some scotch.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So New Year's for me, it's just me and my two boys. We just kind of like eat pizza and wait for the ball to drop and scream and yell. But this will actually be the first year. Both my boys are 21 now. And so we can actually maybe drink some scotch.
Do they drink?
Not really. No. So my youngest, who just turned 21 in August, we drank on his birthday, and I think maybe he's had one more drink since then. He's in college. He's a college kid. And then my other son, he drinks maybe a couple wine or I don't know. They're not wine coolers, but they're like
The White Claws,
no, they're not White Claws either.
Twisted Teas.
No, I can't think of it. It's a
Smirnoff.
yeah.
Oh, the
Smirnoff.
ice.
It's like
Ice.
a malt liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll have one every couple weeks, maybe. So, or if we go to dinner, maybe he'll have a Coors Light or something. So, they're not big drinkers, which is fine with me. So,
Yeah, there's one stepson who drinks occasionally, and then there's one who can't even stand the taste of it.
right, yeah,
Ooh. Now you're speaking my language, Terry.
Mad Dog,
Oh,
2020.
Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, Crush, sorry to hear about that. COVID, still a thing.
Yeah, I had it not that long ago.
High Noon, a lot better than the Claw. I never had a White Claw.
I've tried it.
Yeah.
I haven't.
The ultimate malt liquor beverage. I would have to go with Old English. OE.
That's what I drank in the Army.
Old 8-Ball.
Yeah, we had one of those little fridges full of them.
Yeah.
You had fridges in the Army?
Yes, in the Army, in our room, 3 guys were in a room and we shared a mini fridge.
A mini fridge. Jeez.
It's awesome. We didn't have fridges. I don't think so.
The Air Force guys had carpeted rooms and free cable TV. Used to always complain about it.
Yeah. But yeah, New Year's Eve is going to be, it'll be my last alcoholic drink for a couple months. So
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do the 75 hard challenge
Mm.
starting
Yeah.
January 1st.
Oh,
Are you
good luck
quitting
with that.
coffee too?
What's that?
Are you quitting coffee too?
I am not quitting coffee. No. That's not part of the challenge.
If it was, you wouldn't do it then, huh?
Right.
It's awesome. Yeah, I'm not doing much. I'm staying home. Yeah, for a little. I think
Yeah.
we're doing pizza night. We got like a pizza oven, so just gonna make a bunch of pizzas with the family and yeah, wine and pizza.
Oh, no quitting coffee here.
No. In fact, on Sunday, New Year's Eve, I'm going to be doing my coffee live.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah. That's the next episode. This Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
It's a good thing you let your moderator know.
yeah. It's a good thing.
Yeah, he may come to it. He may show up for it.
Well, yeah, if I know when it is. Oh,
Well, I am going to share one thing that I got for Christmas this year.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I got my Brio Rays. for
Oh, okay.
And
Have you
I've
tried
used it. I've used it twice already, and I'm going to use it again tomorrow morning. And it is. We all know it's all been said, like the Skull Shaver and the Freedom Shavers. They're not baby smooth, but I tell you what, it's pretty darn close. It's not bad at all. It's better than that foil job I got there a month or so ago. So, but yeah, I like it. It's quick, it's clean, because it collects all the stubble. I mean, yeah. I mean, I may still occasionally use the Gillette razor for special occasions, but no, I like it. I like it. It's working good because, like I said before, when I would use a Gillette razor, on Thursday night before the show, get a nice fresh haircut. Friday morning when I get up, I'd already feel stubble. So why not just go with the quicker electric shaver and have at it, and then you can, do it more often too. So, yeah, I like it.
well, that's good. Cool.
There is one thing though. I think I'm going to message him. I forgot to say this. There's a thing in the instruction booklet that says about charging it. It says you should wait till it's like at 20% to charge it. But then in the next sentence, it says about lithium batteries should be drained completely before charging. So which is it? I'm going to DM them and ask them. But yeah.
Good question.
Generally, the rule of thumb is to drain them all the way. So they
Yeah.
don't- memory.
Yeah, but that used to be for the old NiCads. I heard the lithium don't have memory. You can do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
they shouldn't, but
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I know I got that cordless weed eater now, and I know. Oh, there's a couple. Hi. Anyway, when I asked him, I said, "Do I got to drain it fully before?" He said, "No, you don't have to." Well, the thing is, I always do. You know, I'm out there weed eating, and the battery dies. I got to go charge it anyway. So. But I got a spare one for Christmas too. My wife got me another battery to have backup. She goes, "You better love that battery." It was $250 just for the battery.
Wow.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
yeah. It's 56 volt. It's
it like a
56 volt.
Tesla battery.
Damn near. It was pretty big. It was a little package. Like, and I said, "Man, this thing's heavy." And I opened up there. It was a new battery. She goes, "You better love that thing," she said.
Wow.
Rory says he loves his pit bull.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I finally got one. And the thing is with the pit bull, I would have tried one, but they're more money. And Brio, you know, everybody knows they make a good trimmer. And he announced on our show that they were going to come out with one, so I was kind of holding off. And then I was going to get one because Scott has a code, but wound up getting it for Christmas, and that he had a Christmas code anyhow. So,
Yeah.
but yes, Tara, I did say weed eating. Is that string trimming? I know there's different terminologies for it, but I call it weed eating.
Weed whacking is the proper term.
Oh, that's the proper term. Okay.
Weed
And
whacker.
and maybe Tara's referring to brownies. So no, I'm not that kind of weed eating either.
Jeez.
Well, I don't know. She's the tofu turkey eating.
Yeah. Speaking of turkey, this morning at our hotel, they had the breakfast. So I went down and they had sausage and scrambled eggs and cereal and fruit and stuff. And but the sausages I had two. They said one was turkey and one was pork. Well, I ate the pork sausage. And then I got a plate ready and took it up to the room for my wife. Well, I got her both kinds of sausages. And the turkey sausages, now maybe they changed, maybe somebody's monkeyed around there and swapped the labels or something, but them turkey sausages tasted better than the pork ones. They tasted more like sausage, so I don't know. Maybe they switched the name cards and trying to fool people. I don't know.
What are those? What's the big name for the burger? It's not Beyond Meat. It's
Oh, impossible.
Oh,
yeah.
Impossible. Yeah.
I think Burger King's Impossible Burger tastes more like a burger than their normal burger.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
never tried it. I never tried it.
That's funny. It's probably safer ingredients.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's looking forward to her hotel breakfast Saturday morning.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they have it here. I got to ask my wife because they actually have a bar and a restaurant in the hotel, and the thing I used here, it's a menu. So
Ah.
I don't know. I don't know if they have free breakfast here. I might be upset. I don't know.
you can
Yeah,
check
that
out.
was what we looked for.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna go down
yeah.
to Little Bean headquarters?
Bean headquarters.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't know
It's like-
about it.
10 miles from Portland.
Oh yeah.
It's in Freeport.
What My wife, we were gonna maybe stop at Boston Scully Hat, but they
Oh.
don't have a store there. I mean, I follow them on IG, and they were showing that they were remodeling this place and had these nice industrial looking cubby hole things that they put their hats in and stuff. So I thought they had a store, and I was looking. That they have pop ups once in a while where they might do something, do an event or something, and let people come in, but they're not generally open, so we're not going. But yeah, we were gonna maybe stop there, but I said, no big deal. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'll be.
Yep, L Bean, Freeport, Maine. It's just like the headquarters store, what's it called? The flagship store.
It's definitely worth it, man. It's pretty cool. They got like a bunch of different buildings there. So it's a really cool spot. Yeah.
And the Muddy Rudder's on the way.
Well, when you told me about that, I looked it up, and it's only 22 minutes from where we are right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how good the Muddy Rudder is. It was excellent 25 years ago, though.
Did you live in Maine, Mike?
No, when I was stationed in Massachusetts for a short time, my parents came out and we drove up to Maine to go to a wedding and of our friend, and we stopped in a couple places there. And I've gone there on my own too, but it's been that long since I've been there.
Yeah. Where was the wedding?
It was on the shore. I don't know where. It was around Portland area.
Right.
So I can't remember what park or beach it was, but
gotcha.
Yeah. Was it Westover? It might have been. I don't know. I no idea what the name of it is. Yeah. Well, guys, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be all right. Yeah, I only got it's an hour and a half left of my birthday. Spent most of it driving.
You could celebrate it all year long until your next one.
Yeah, I guess.
When you turn 50.
And what's funny too, this year, the same as last year, like I always tell everybody, we got 5 daughters. Well, my wife had 3, I had 1, and then we had 1 together. So we're one big family. And what's funny is my stepdaughters, last year and this year, they were the first 3 to message me, and the ones I made myself were the last ones to message. and I have a feeling it was the one stepdaughter said, "Didn't you tell your dad happy birthday?" But
So everyone, make sure to check out Educated Beards for some awesome beard products.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how long this code goes for, but I jump on that if you've got something you want to try there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And otherwise, you can see us back here next Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yes. Happy birthday, Jason.
yeah, thanks.
I want to say congrats, fellas, for 100 shows. Like that's an achievement on its own. Like being consistent and continue to do it, and things happen, and it's easy to push it aside and not continue with it. And no, like honestly, like congrats. Like it's hard. It's hard to schedule people in, and now like people are looking up to this and looking forward to it. And yeah, it's really cool. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it may not have made it if it wasn't for the great friendship the three of us created.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows what happens when you drive across the country?
Yep.
All right, guys. Cheers. Happy New Year's.
Happy
New-
New Year's. We will
See?
see you next year.
Yep. We'll see you next year, everybody.
Respect the journey, everyone.